We've got struts, A-arms, stabilizer bars, ball joints.
Welcome to Heathen's Garage, folks. We are taking a break from hot rodding today, and we are doing some general repairs on a Volvo of all things. Which, if you know me personally, you'll know I have quite a soft spot for Volvos. So I am not remotely offended about that. This is a 2005 Volvo XC70? So this is my cousin Trevor. You guys have seen him on the channel before. This is his car. He's got the maximum life out of these tires. And it's deemed necessary to put some front end components in. So what do you got here?
We've got struts, A-arms, stabilizer bars, ball joints.
So that's what we're up to today. Just enjoy the ride. I don't exactly know what we're doing, but we'll probably take it around the dirt track after, so that'll be good if nothing else. Now this being a Volvo, here's its first weird proclivity. We have lug studs instead of lug nuts. Which isn't like a big problem, it's just you don't see it every day, that's all. Now Trevor's pulling the skid plate so that we can get the old control arms off. I'm getting the wheels off to start getting the struts out, and I don't know, things will happen. Now we'll notice that this Volvo came with the optional sway bar disconnect kit. It's currently in the disconnected mode. We could just pop that back on and it would be connected though. So we were starting here with some struts, because that seems like a good place to start. 2 bolts in the bottom, 3 bolts in the top, out come the struts. And this sway bar link, but happily ours has already been disconnected. Got it.
You're making it fall off.
We have ratchets strapped the whole spindle up through there. Get it out of the way, and we'll pull the control arm off. The passenger side that Trevor is working on did not have a sway bar disconnect quite like mine, so he is currently fighting with undoing that, which actually that'll be the worst part of this job probably, judging from how everything else has gone. As we unbolt this lower control arm, you're going to notice that this ball joint is actually bolted up to the spindle. And in this case, that's going to be great, because as opposed to taking this lower nut off and busting it through with a pickle fork, we're just going to undo the 2 bolts and hope that it pops out, because that's way easier than busting ball joints. Strut number 2 done. Right, Luke? We're about to get run over by a tire on camera. That'll be good.
I'll just get run over.
Hi, buddy. How you doing? All right, so as hoped, the ball joint dropped out. We got that bolt out. We got those 2 bolts out. And when I say we, cousin Trevor pulled all those because they were tight. I didn't undoing the tight bolts. I only do the easy ones. But anyways, control arm is ready to come out now. Now with all the junk removed, we're on to reassembly. Now we got a ball joint here and our control arm. We're going to stab our ball joint in, bolt it up tight, then jam the control arm in, bolt them together, and that'll be that. Right?
That'll be that.
Did you find a pine cone?
Yeah, let's see. Look at it.
We'll bring it here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty good pine cone. You want to see if the dog will eat it?
Daddy.
Whoa, careful. There's lots of things to trip over there.
Daddy, can you eat it?
He
Aww.
doesn't want to eat it.
Oh, maybe he don't like pine feet?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't like pine cone feed. Now it's pretty important to get the ball joints all the way into their socket and totally flush. That so far has been the lousiest part of this job. There might be a smarter way than the way you're doing it, but our way's working, so we're carrying on with it. Now look at that. See, we got one control arm in. Ball joints up and tight. That's tight. That's tight. Now for the highly anticipated front struts. I don't know what made them highly anticipated. It just seemed like a good word to use. So we ordered a nice match set, and by we I mean Cousin Trevor did. And well, they clearly came out of two different factories, because this one's painted with matte paint, and this one's got gloss paint. This has a set of brackets for the speed sensor. That one doesn't. And you can see they've got a different rubber stopper up here. There to there. But they're both meant for the right car. And the ones that came off were same side to side, so I guess that's fine. We're putting them in. Now, installing this is a little bit of a, you gotta finagle it in just the right way. But it will go. It's a wise idea to try and get this plate lined up with where the holes are before you shove it in. But other than that, it's whoosh, whoosh, that's done. Just whoosh, like this, just swish it in. Just swish it in, just like this. Just goes in really easy. See, everything fits super delicately. Maybe I need to go up first and down. Slip it in. Just slip it in. It's super easy, he says. No problem at all, he says. Totally fits in there. There we go. Now we're making headway. It is just like that. Easy as pie. Swish, swish, in. All right. Now, the next part here is fighting this into here. Now, you'll see that this is pretty hard to move down. Mostly that's because we got new bushings in there. So what you do is you take a chain, or in this case a belt, because that's what I found, and you throw it around the lower control arm. We're going to double it up because we can. Then you stick a big pry bar through it. Like that. And you go over to the frame like that. And wherever you can get to. Now it's easy to move. And you can roll this up and roll that up and use more hands that you don't have. In this case, I'm just going to put my knee on here, roll that together like that, and then you can stick the nuts through, or bolts through, which if I'd been planning properly, I would have had in my hand, but they're somewhere else. So we'll show you that later, or not at all. Now, if you need a little more leverage because you're close to the ground like we are, you just throw a block of wood in there. And then you can really make it move. And you slide those together. And you slip a bolt in when you're good and ready. I'm not saying another hand isn't useful here. Just saying you can do it this way by yourself. Almost. There it goes. Just like that. Now the final piece of the puzzle, a set of sway bar end links. These are no longer detachable ones. They are just permanently attached. But you know, you can't always afford to get automatic detachable ones. So this is just what we got this time. Oh, like she's got a lift kit now. They'll work in. Now, before Cousin Trevor took the car for a proper wheel alignment at my wife's shop, OK Tire in Lacombe, we made a couple laps around the rallycross track, just to settle the springs in and make sure everything was staying tight. I took advantage of this time to try and get a little more practice with my drone, chasing a moving target. I really wish I would have splurged for a pro model with the following function, but we are starting to get a hang of this thing. One try at a time. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.